This person has knowledge and this person has righteousness, has good traits, good akhlaq, good morale, good morals, good ethics, and has principles. Now what do we have? Alim. The fadl has disappeared. Why? Because this is what the Western academia has bought. Previously, people would not study except with people who they would find out about their credentials first. The scholars of Jarh and Ta'adil, what do they speak about? The people who do Ta'adil, they say this person was thiqah, thabt, dhul akhlaq al-hasana, this person had good traits, this person was accurate, this person's memory was good. And when they do Jarh, they say this man was a liar, they say Dajjal, this man was a Dajjal, they say Yudallis, this man, he was tricking people in asanid. This person, he would eat in the streets. They wouldn't take hadith from somebody who they found eating in the streets. Why? Because this was min khawarim al-muru'ah. This was, it didn't befit manhood, chivalry, futuwa. I was once explaining this to a class in the UK, and they were really shocked. They said, but why can't we eat in the streets? Here, mashallah, in Malaysia, I don't see this as much. You don't see people walking with a bag of fish and chips and eating whilst they're walking. Right? You see people in the restaurants eating, that's fine, okay. But in the UK, you find people, they go to the shop, chip shop, and they buy a bag of fish and chips, and they open up, and as they're walking, they're eating. So when they have, for example, lunchtime, they have their lunch in their hands, and whilst they're walking, they're eating. This, in the days of the scholars of hadith, this is known as khawarimul muru'ah. This cancelled a person's manhood and akhlaq. So if they saw somebody eating in the street, they would not take hadith from that person. They wouldn't take hadith from that person. Why? So I was explaining this to some people, some young students, and they said, but that's odd. Why can't we have a bag of crisps whilst we're walking? So I said to them, I said, look, would you ever expect somebody from the royal family eating whilst they're walking on the street? They said, no, it doesn't befit them. I said, well, you are people from the royal family of Islam. That's when it clicked. Every person from this ummah is from the royal family of Islam. If we don't expect the royals to eat whilst they're walking and walk in manners which is not befitting, then this is the akhlaq of every Muslim. This is the way of every person. So Tarbiyyah and Ta'lim, they have to come hand in hand. Like the scholars, they said, somebody who has fiqh but he doesn't have akhlaq, somebody who has fiqh but doesn't have akhlaq, this person will become a fasiq, right? Will become a transgressor, a sinner. And somebody who has akhlaq but he has no fiqh, this person will leave the religion. Somebody who has quote unquote good traits but they don't have any knowledge, then they may end up leaving the religion because they will they don't have a setting to their moral compass which navigates for them. They navigate themselves. So whatever they think is akhlaq, they will go by that. And that's the state of most of the world now. The people in the world, what do they want? They want to be as they feel. Who are you? Who are you today? What do I feel like today?